Morning.
Morning. How's it going?
Good.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is 7:25. I am headed back across the bridge, and sadly, trail days is over. So I gotta go find Patrick. He's already got the van over here. I see the van, but I don't see him. So I'm gonna get loaded up here while CC and Hollywood are finishing getting all their stuff packed up. CC's gonna try to figure out how to take a shower real quick, I think. I got a shower yesterday at groceries hotel room when it was storming, because apparently there's nowhere to shower for a week now once we get back on trail. So yeah, trail days has been a very good experience. I think this is the first time I feel solidly part of the PCT class of 24. I'm happy, very happy to have come here. All right, that's all she wrote. We are back on trail. Vacation is over. Boo! I'm kind of happy to be back. My stuff's a little damp. At some point I have to get stuff out to dry, but it is good to be back on trail. All right, Patrick is leaving us. All right, now that we're away from the road noise a little bit, thank you for everything, Patrick. It was great. So Patrick picked us up, drove us to trail days, brought us right back where we get off trail. Good to hang out with Patrick a good bit this weekend. So thanks again for everything, sir. We went 300, 400 feet maybe. And trail magic, there's a 12 pack of Dr. Pepper, root beer, and squirt. And then there's like an 18 pack of beer. I got a squirt, so I'm probably gonna drink that. Okay. Alrighty, so Cece interrupted that a little bit. Sorry I had to cut part of her comments out of there. It was funny, but not for YouTube. So thanks again, Patrick. And today's gonna be hard. Like, trail days was so much fun. It was way more fun than I thought it was gonna be. Being back on trail is not going to be so much fun, but it is, what is it, 11:30 or so, and it's like only 60 degrees, so it's kind of cool out. Our stuff is a little damp from the rain last night, so we'll have to dry stuff out later today, but for now I got to open this soda and get to drinking. Okay, we did a little over 4 miles. We stopped for lunch. We dried out all of our stuff. We had everything yard saled out here. While we were there, a bunch of hikers passed. I don't know if they were just the bubble we got back into, or if they were all coming back from trail days as well, or what. We are planning to try to do another 10 point something and put us like, I think right at 15 or almost 15 for the half day here. So that is our plan. We've only done, 4 point something. We got 10.2 to go. We're most of the way up the biggest climb of the day though. So we gotta finish getting up here, a long down, and then up, and we're there. Easy peasy. So we've only done about 5 miles today, and it's been kind of crazy because I've already run into 2 sets of people who knew who I was from YouTube. And I don't know that I really said this much on the videos, but thank you all so much. I got to meet so many of you at trail days. I didn't do a very good job of taking photos with everybody, but I did include all the photos I got with people on the last 2 videos. But it was really cool. It was cool getting to meet a lot of people that are along with me on this journey, because it's generally me just talking to a camera and uploading stuff into the universe. I see all the comments, but it was really cool for the first time to really get to see a lot of faces and meet people face to face that have been following along this trip. So for everybody that said hello, thank you very much. It meant a lot. We're getting close to the end though, guys. Depending on this fire situation, I can't shake the feeling. We're probably about 4 weeks out. We could be as short as 3. Could be as long as 5. Just depends on how much we get to hike and what happens here in southern Washington. But either way, this is, it's winding down. We still got a lot of miles to do, but my time out here is winding down, that's for sure. Right now, it's been 4.5 months. Got about a month left, so thinking about it that way, more than 80% of this, my time on trail here is gone. And I've really enjoyed Oregon, as I've mentioned. And for the first time with trail days, seeing all the people that love this trail and the community around it. It's unfortunate that the trail days were so far towards the end, because it would have been nice to have that feeling this whole trip. But for the first time, I'm feeling like I'm part of the PCT. I mean, I've hiked 2,000 miles of it, so I should, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of words for it, but it feels good. What doesn't feel good is the 10 more miles I have to do still today. There's a big mountain over here, but you can't see the top of it because it's covered with the clouds. Wow, look at this. Hopefully the camera picks up. There's so much red and black. Several snow patches all down through here too. It is 6:38 p.m. It's kind of chilly. It's still blue skies in some places, but it's kind of been cloudy. We're only 0.2 from where we're going to camp tonight. Well, we're hoping to camp there. There's a pond with some campsites if they're not full. It's been a pretty nice day. My feet are hurting a little bit just from not hiking as much the last few days and now being back out here. I think in total will be about 14.6 miles for the half day. Yeah, it was just a good half day back, I guess. Back to reality tomorrow. Okay, so it looks like we found ourselves in a big bubble when we got back on trail from trail days. There are at least 15 people camped around this lake. It's a beautiful lake, but there's a lot of people. I am ready to eat some dinner. And one thing I was going to tell you. So when Patrick dropped us off, he's like, oh, I had these Sour Patch Kids. And they were in a box in the back with some other snacks. And I was in the front seat, so I never saw them. He's like, you want them? Now, this bag is 1 pound, 12.8 ounces. So let's just say 1 pound, that's 29 ounces. My tent weighs like 21 ounces. So this was one big resealable family size bag. So I was like, well, we can't let them go to waste. So I carried him at first, and then Hollywood emptied out a pack at lunch of, he had a resealable gummy bear bag. So he took about half of them. So it's not full anymore. But I've got about a pound of Sour Patch Kids, and I've been sitting here eating them as I'm putting my tent up and everything else. So I'm gonna cook either ramen or rice and beans. I'm not sure which yet. I gotta make that decision. And since it's already about 7:20 and it's gonna get late pretty quick, I think, and it's cold, so I don't really want to be talking when people are trying to go to sleep around here. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and tell you now. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back to normal, probably doing 28 to 30 or so. So yeah, good day back on trail. I miss trail days already though.